Good evening. Our exclusive investigation into the mountain of goods sent for destruction every week by the online retail giant Amazon is tonight provoking a massive reaction. Our findings have been trending on both sides of the Atlantic. Here, the Prime Minister Boris Johnson didn't mince his words, calling it an indictment of consumerist society, which he pledged the government would look into straight away. His voice has been joined by many others. Greenpeace called it shocking. The investigation, which centred on one of Amazon's huge Scottish warehouses, revealed that millions, yes, millions of unsold or returned items are destroyed every year. These include luxury goods such as smart TVs, laptops and drones, many of which could be donated to charity. Amazon said in a statement it is working towards a goal of zero product disposal.
This is one of Amazon's biggest UK warehouses in Dunfermline, Scotland. And from inside where millions of perfectly good products each year are sent to be destroyed. Secret footage captured in what's known as the destruction zone, and that calls into question the company's environmental and ethical practices. An ITV News investigation reveals unsold laptops scanned not for delivery, but instead marked destroy. Boxes full of electrical items such as drills, shavers, headphones, even smart TVs. The list goes on. Brand new books still in their wrappers, or jewellery or steel cutlery with that same instruction: destroy. One former employee who wishes to remain anonymous reveals the scale of what they're asked to do.
So from a Friday to a Friday, our target was approximately 130,000 items a week.
The target to destroy from one centre was 130,000 items.
Yes.
And how did that make you feel when you knew that?
I gasped. There's no rhyme or reason to what gets destroyed. Dyson fans, Hoovers, the occasional MacBook or iPad. Or the other day, 20 bins filled with thousands of COVID masks still in their plastic wrappers. Overall, I'd say 50% of all items seem to be unopened and still in their shrink wrap. The other half are returns, but in good condition.
Undercover filming shows a manager's spreadsheet from April at the Dunfermline depot. 124,000 items to destroy that week. Now, Amazon does donate to charity, but over the same period, that figure was just 27,000. Suppliers who sell their goods through Amazon often store them in their warehouses. The longer they're unsold, the higher the charges, until it becomes uneconomical. For international vendors, it's often more expensive to get the products sent back than be disposed of. So they're often loaded onto pallets, again marked destroy, before heading out on lorries that we track to see where they went.
Well, we followed this lorry from the Amazon fulfilment centre with those items marked electrical destroy, and this is where it is going to a waste management centre around an hour away.
Behind the tarpaulin, the huge amount of unwanted goods are revealed. We watched as the pallets were removed one by one. Several such loads can leave the depot every day. Separately, we followed another lorry as it headed out, carrying non-electrical items. The destination, a landfill and recycling site, only a few miles from where they'd been stored, and in the main, still perfectly usable. Recently, Amazon's UK boss, who at the time was not aware of our investigation, did admit this to us.
So how much of the stock in your warehouses ends up being destroyed?
I'm afraid I don't have that number with me. It will be extremely small.
We showed our findings to the environmental campaigners, Greenpeace.
It's just an unimaginable amount of unnecessary waste. Each of these items requires natural resources and carbon emissions and human labour to make. That is why, as long as Amazon's business model relies on this kind of disposal culture, they're just going to expand, things are only going to get worse.
And now the Prime Minister is promising to investigate.
Well, it sounds incredible to me, and an indictment of a consumerist society. If it's as you say, we'll look into it. Obviously, we don't like stuff going to landfill under any circumstances.
Come November, the UK will host the largest ever climate conference in Glasgow, just 40 miles over the water there. Both countries and companies have much to work on.